Within Business Central, I'm currently in the business manager role. I'm going to go to sales and to customers. To create a new customer, just click new. By default, you'll be offered the current company's available templates. Templates have benefit to turn around and predetermine key information about that particular template. For example, it may be as you can see here in the list, you've got who's a bank business to business or who's a cash payment customer. Other examples may be predefined defaults for if it's a local customer or if it's a foreign overseas customer. There's also different types of customers that you may want to outline here, or there may be different categories of customers. Either way, we're just going to select a business to business customer. Once we're in the record, the default number series will be populated, and I'm going to type here example customer. I'm going to type example customer name. Now, we have a few things that we may want made and set for this to work. So we may want to set the salesperson code. I'm going to select Annette as the salesperson. We may want to turn around and set a credit limit of $15,000. We can click show more, and I can see here customer price groups. We can see the service zones, document sending profiles. Key information that's important, especially for an Australian customer, is the ACN and ABN. If you have ready ABN, on entry of this, it will actually go and look up the ABN with the federal government and respond with their registration status. Address and contact is next. Obviously, you can fill in the address on the card. We recommend each of our customers use the related tables of a customer, which means related customer, and then we're going to look at ship to addresses and contacts. We're going to type an address here. If we type into this test, it's going to look up by postcode and verify the town, phone number, email address, web page address, language, and so on. Okay. And it's by default created a default contact code called Jared Case. Let's go related customer contacts. I can now see example customer name, the company record, and then I can see the person, the individual underneath this, which I can click on. Okay, and you can see the type is a person. At this stage, we haven't chosen any ship to addresses, so we're going to go related customer ship to address. Straight away, this will be blank. We're going to click new, and it's going to inherit from the customer's account the default address that was on the account. We're going to call this default. We can see default settings that may pertain to warehousing. Which warehouse does this address have its orders delivered from, and what the default shipping agent may be to deliver to this address. Against the customer, we have some other fields that are important. When we're billing, are we using parent-child? If so, the bill to customer is important. We could get a sales order from example customer name that when it invoices Tray Research. I'm going to remove this because that's not what we're using for this example. I'm leaving these fields empty, and we need to cover the default posting group. This is an Australian customer, so it's domestic, and the customer posting group is domestic. Okay, we would suggest that you use currency. Underneath here, we cover payments. For payments, we want to think about payment terms, which is here, I'm going to say 14 days net, and the reminder payment terms code, we're going to use domestic reminders. We're going to run payment term code for cash flow purposes. So we're going to say this customer usually pays very promptly within 7 days of receiving their invoice. Do we want to print statements? No. Are we direct debiting this customer's bank account? No, we are not. Sales channels relates to the Shopify or point of sale integrations available through Wise. Shipping selects the default shipping address. We ship from Maine. Do we reserve shipping advice? Do we allow them to do partial shipments, or does it always require to be complete shipments? The customer's default shipping agent, which could be Australia Post, and the service available through Australia Post. So if I try now DHL, there should be some services available standard. On the customer's account, there may be other things that you may want to fill in. For example, dimensions. We may want to set the customer's area, customer group, and department. Other dimensions that may be available is area, that may be set against the customer's account. So when sales are transacted, we can see and then break that down through our dimensional reporting. Through related, other records that may be important for you are item references, customer bank accounts, relevant approved attachments, and then lastly, document layouts, which allows us to turn around and personalize the statements, invoices, order confirmations, etc. that are sent to this customer can be custom looking for that customer, so personalized document layouts. Once you've finished with your customer and you're happy with all the fields that have been entered, you can press the back arrow or hit escape to go back to customers. Thank you.